Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantel Francis, and we are back again to talk to you about Love Island UK episode 42. We are in the final days. I can't imagine there being much more than 2 weeks left. I can't remember how much it used to go to. Was it 50 episodes? I don't know, but we're getting down to the nitty gritty. But if this is your first time here on Reality Realness, welcome. We do love having you. Please just do us a favor and subscribe so we can just continue to build our community of people that love to talk about reality TV as much as we do here. So, episode 42. Hi, Netha. Thank you for joining. Episode 42. This is a good episode. It's a very it wasn't super dramatic, but I enjoyed every element of it. The girls are talking to Faye and she kind of explains her position, and I'm just still gonna go completely reiterate. I still feel like she's so hurt and sad and she doesn't want to be loved. She keeps on even saying things like this throughout the episode. She says at one point when she's talking to Millie later on in the episode that, she's not sure if she's making the right decision. She always messes good things up for herself. And this is showing me that she came from an upbringing that didn't have a lot of love and kindness, and with the fact that all the relationships that she's been wanting to have in the villa, she's want them to be they would be back and forth and be a little bit more cutting and insults and kind of have that type of crass banter. And I think that Teddy, even though she still feels he did wrong, he wants to treat her with respect. He wants to have these honest and honest and just calm conversations discussing and respectful of each other's opinions and where they're coming from. And so I think that this is why she feels like he's too good for her, and she's trying to prove to herself that he's too good for her. And it's very sad. I do feel very sad for Faye, because she does, I think, deserve to have somebody love and care about her, but I don't know if she is capable right now letting somebody in, because she's terrified of being hurt, and any teeny little thing will set her off, so she can be like, I told you so, and then she can just pop off. Unless the producers edited it some type of way, I didn't really see her taking accountability for her actions, even though After the Sun showed some sort of acknowledgement. I mean, they didn't really show her. She still feels justified. Because she's kind of saying I was shouting because of something that you did. That's all that she's kind of really said. So she feels justified in her actions. I do wish that when she talked to Teddy later on this episode, that she said, I'm really sorry for how I spoke to you. It's just that I was really hurt. But I think that if she does that, that would be pulling the wall down, and she wouldn't be able to be mad at him anymore because she wouldn't have a reason to. And I think that her heart wants her to get back together with him. And so if she's not mad at him anymore, what would be the reason for her to not get back together with him? And so I think that she's not doing that so she can stay mad and stay apart and be hurt, and it could be all guys are the same, and it can continue to reinforce the narrative that she has that don't guys can't be trusted, don't become someone's girlfriend because they will screw you over, cheat on you, whatever the case. Hi Alicia, thanks for joining. I'm Jordan. Do they usually do a public voting on Thursdays or Fridays? Do you know what? Honestly, it's very hard for me to tell, because I would say in the US, we vote on Fridays and we get the results on Mondays, for sure. So I don't know when they actually, so I don't know if that's the same on this one though. So it must have been the same. I would say Thursday. I would say Friday. I've got nothing to say about Teddy at this point. Oh, are you mad at Teddy? Because I think that he's just I think he's a kind person. I think that he didn't maybe explain in the right way to Faye. I know that that's kind of putting some blame on him, but I think that if he was a little bit more transparent, or just alluded a little bit more to, be like, I didn't do anything, Casimir. Clarice was a woman that I was in there with, and like we had a few conversations, and like there is, obviously she's beautiful, there's an attraction there, but there was nothing about me wanting to explore anything more than just recognizing that she's a good-looking human being. Maybe if she said something like that, he said something like that, she would be at least not feel embarrassed. My predictions were right. I knew Jake was going to be in the bottom 3. I thought that you actually knew. I'm surprised though that Matthew, like, why are people riding for Matthew? He's so annoying. The public votes are usually Fridays, and we find out Sundays. They deliberately made this on Thursday. Oh, okay. I can't tell what days, because I watch it the next day, and then I don't do anything that lets me differentiate between like the days of the week, so I can't tell. Why isn't Liam in the bottom 3? Because they still want him to win the game. Him and Millie are winning. You know that. Come on. I think Productions wants to keep Faye because she gives drama. I do, and I think that I do think she's going to come around and be a little bit more self-reflective and a little bit more apologetic. I don't think Faye's a bad person. I think she's a hurt person and a scared person and an insecure person. But I don't think she's a bad person. And so obviously I didn't like seeing how she reacted, but I understood how she reacted. And I think she just needs some therapy, or to talk to somebody, or to like learn to have healthier relationships with people. I think this is very familiar to her on how to react, and she doesn't necessarily see it as being mad. I'm mad, I react, and however I react is okay. And that's probably what she's learned growing up. So it will be challenging for her to change that without maybe having some professional assistance. I'm not mad at Teddy. I just think people will treat you how you let them. I think he just has a soft spot for Faye, because I think he can see that she's really hurt. And oh my God, it's kind of like a little bit of a love story for real. You know what I mean? Like, she's really bad for him, but like he cares about her because he knows that she's not a bad person. She's just hurt. It's just so sweet. I know she's coming off as like not a likable person, but I think that she has a good heart that she's really guarding. And I think he's seen her heart, and that's why it's difficult for him to let her go specifically. Can't believe they're going to be crying already. The Irish love Matthew. Ah! Matt got sympathy votes because of Kaz. I really don't think what Kaz did that was that bad. Like, he needs to, that's just annoying. I think as people were hating on Kaz because of the bad edit, Matt automatically got sympathy votes, I guess. But like, he's not partnered up with anybody, and nobody likes him. Well, he's with Kaz, essentially. But like, hi, Connie. Thanks for joining us. I think Teddy trying to get back with Faye is allowing himself to be emotionally abused. I mean, I think he's also doesn't want her to think that he wasn't there for her. I think that he doesn't want him to be part of her narrative to continue. I think that she's never really had anybody that's put in the effort to try to break down those walls. And as adults, of course, like you could pick and choose who you want to be in relationship with. But I think he cares so much about her that he doesn't want to be part of hurting her even more further down the road. I think he wants to just show her more love. Have you seen the first look? That bombshell girl needs to go. Her political views are very off-putting. No, tell me more, Alicia. I saw a little bit on Murad's, like he was just saying that there's a new girl that's coming in to go on a date with Tyler, but I mean with Teddy, but I didn't really see the whole thing yet. Faye needs to learn how to talk to people. I don't like the fact that she doesn't consider people's feelings. I mean, that's a fair thing to not enjoy about her. I think that she's like I think I've mentioned this before. She's kind of like an abused pit bull, you know, like we always say, like, it's not the pit bull, it's like the owners of the pit bull. And so I just think that her upbringing has not allowed her to be as empathetic as we hope that somebody would be. I haven't seen it yet, Dan. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining him, Jordan, as well. Is it because she follows Boris? Okay, I don't know all the tea in UK's politics, other than the fact that, you know, I'm from Canada and we also have a prime minister and we're still under the British rule. But I don't know what's going on over there. So all I know about Boris is that he had COVID a year ago. I think that's all I know. I think Mary is secretly interested in Teddy. She's been giving side glances. That conversation with Dale, and she looked like she was tired of Faye. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I think her celeb crush is Boris. Really? Oh, God. He's not, if it's who I think it is, he's not attractive at all. Like, Trump's more attractive than him, I think. So Millie talks about her sleeping arrangements with Liam, and she mentions that they did have a kiss, and everybody screams. And this is something that's different than the US version, is that the girls really seem invested in, or even the guys, in each other finding love and relationships. It seems a little bit put on in the US. Like, I don't really believe their excitement, or it's just not the same. I don't know what it is. It just seems fake. But yeah, I love how they're just so excited that they kiss. They're like, Milliam is back, which is a cute couple name, not gonna lie. So I still feel really sad for Faye. You know, she is just waiting for it to crash. The boys are saying that you know, that Faye isn't ready for a relationship, and I agree with this. Dale kind of was alluding to the fact that, like, you know, she's not treating Teddy in a good way, which is true. Blowing these minor things out of proportion, absolutely. I know that it's the fact that she's just trying to find any excuse so she doesn't have to invest and open her heart, because she knows that Teddy deserves that, and she's just trying to put up a wall. That's just it. That's just it. All right. What else do we have going on here? Okay, the bombshell said her celebrity crush is Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He is racist. She follows Priti Patel on IG, a woman who wants to create immigration detention centers. Ooh. I mean, this is not great. Not great. And she finds people who protest. She doesn't seem great. Just seen the first look. Faye is funny. Oh, I think I heard that Faye is going to be jealous, which she will. She still likes Teddy. She just doesn't want to. She's scared to be with him. Which two Islanders do you think is going home? Abby and Dale. Or maybe Mary and Dale. Because I don't think that they're going to send Tyler home. Like, okay, so it's going to be who the girls are going to pick, right? So I think the girls would lose Dale. I don't know if Mary's voice will be strong enough to get Dale to stay. And I think that, oh no, Mary's in the bottom. There's not even thinking. And I think, they might send Mary just because if she wants to work on something with her, and Mary and Dale then that's just fine to send that whole couple and give Abby another chance to maybe find someone. And it seems like Abby's getting along with the girls. A lot of the girls are cuddling with her. You see Faye cuddle with her in the morning. I think even Kaz has cuddled with her a couple times. So I think Abby she's been there a little bit longer. She wasn't a Casa Amor girl. And so I can see Abby staying. I know that it's UK Love Island, but I haven't watched the USA since Giovanni and Amy left. Do y'all think Olivia is a game player? Because I was surprised when I heard she was with Corey. All right, yes, I do think she's a game player. I think that when that elimination happened and she was in the bottom three, and so was Giovanni, and Giovanni went home. Kaz not won, but she was safe with Corey. So I think that maybe there was some interest there beforehand. Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell that. People said that there was some interest, but like the timing wasn't good. Maybe, but I think she saw that and she wanted to have the security of knowing that Corey was going to pick her and not pick Kaz. And then I also think that the producers didn't want Kaz, another black couple, to win a second year in a row. So they didn't allow Andre to choose first, because if he had chosen first this most recent recoupling ceremony, he would have chosen Olivia. And then Corey would have been free to choose Cash, and Trina would have ended up going home. So yes, I do think Olivia was a game player. I think that she knew that it would be better for her to have Corey be picking her if they're in a pickle. Mary and Dale, yeah, I agree with you, M. Jordan. Girls are going to pick the guys are going to pick the girls. Yes. Okay, it's been a hard watch since yesterday. I think I'm done with it. I think Corey really does like Olivia. I'm not sure that Olivia likes him as much as she says. Agreed. I might let them win though. I'm not sure if I want them or Trina and Andre to win. But I think that Will and Kira are gonna get the most of the votes, because Cash's votes will split between Corey and Trina, I think. Jake is probably thinking of how the F did Matthew and Liam get more votes than me. Because we don't like you, Jake. We don't like you. And like, I hope that Liberty recognizes this. Oh, I also heard Cash left. Yeah, she was dumped. Olivia is basically Moira 2.0. Yeah. Yeah, which has made it worse. And also without Shannon and Josh, no actual established couples left. Willa and Kira are a joke. Well, Kira mostly. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of them, but I think that they're going to win. And it seems like that's what the producers want to happen. So what happened back in this, in Love Island UK? What happened back here? So Faye and Jake have a conversation, and she does mention to him, like, you hurt me more than Teddy, actually, because she's saying that if Jake is supposed to be there, supposed to be kind of like her eyes and ears to like help her with keeping Teddy in line, and then to see Jake was encouraging them to sleep in beds and saying, if I was single, I would be doing this, and this. And I really don't like how Jake even rebuttals for himself. Like, I'm just like, he gets angry that people will have this kind of vision of him without seeing why. And that makes me think that he's a game player, because he's not actually addressing why they would be feeling this way. He kind of just like put the Band-Aid over it and being like, well, they can do whatever they want. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. It's like, it's not my decision. And like, that's not what we're talking about here, Jake. We're talking about the fact that you were encouraging the guys to do something, and you're supposed to be my best friend. You're supposed to be my brother. Like, why would you be encouraging them to do that? And he's like, well, they don't have to do it. It's like, sorry, that's not what we're talking about here. Why are you encouraging them to do it? I didn't do it. I was an angel. I was sleeping on the thing. I didn't do anything bad. And then also she was a little bit irritated by the fact that when they came back, he wasn't honest with her with what Teddy was doing. And so he was withholding information from Faye, and she didn't like that. She says that she trusted you, and you could see that she was tearing up a little bit. We never liked Jake. We never did. Exactly. The public does not like him, and that should be like a red flag for Liberty. Red flag. Who's my favorite couples in order? I mean, It's so bad. I do like Faye and Teddy for the fact that not without this whole fight, I do think that their actual connection is as a couple is a decent connection, but I think that she might be too abused, like emotionally, to be ready for a relationship with Teddy. But when they're good, I think that they do have a nice relationship. And when her heart is open and she's kind to him and he's kind to her, like I do like their relationship. Liberty, wait, okay, so number one though, maybe Toby and Chloe. Is this world? I think Toby and Chloe, I actually like Tyler and Kaz together. They're pretty good. Then I would say Faye and Teddy. Then I would say Liam and Millie. They are kind of cute together, but like I haven't forgiven him though. Not like she has. And then, well, Dale and Mary, she basically broke up with him this episode, so I don't see that. And Matthew's single, but I can't see him finding anybody. Is that it? I think so. But I think like Chloe and Toby are my favorite right now. I'm happy Jake knows. Yes, we are happy. Okay, I was so happy to see Jake in the bottom. Me too. Hopefully now he realizes it. Liberty, who has been keeping him safe. Toby and Chloe are my favorite couple. I love a good story arc. Toby went from villain to hero. He's just good TV. And looking at the first look, it seems like Chloe's type is going to be asking her on a date. So see how that disrupts the apple cart. Apparently Salma and Tyler kept mentioning Kaz when she grafted him at Casa. I mean, from what they showed of Tyler, it did not look good at all. Like his at Casa more. He did say a few times, my head scrambled. But they didn't show him very often, maybe once or twice mentioning Kaz. So, I don't know why, but I think Matthew's probably going to get first or second place because where Matthew's from, there are thousands of people in that area watching Love Island. You think that he's going to win the show? He doesn't even have a couple. How's that going to happen? If you don't get a couple, you get dumped from the island eventually. I don't see somebody picking him. Also, Matthew is the second person from Northern Ireland to be on Love Island. Was Greg the other? Was it Greg the other person? Hi, Ben. Thanks for joining. Matthew will probably couple up with the new girl and they will get dumped. Twitter doesn't like the new girl. Right. So the new girl that's going to go for Matthew is the one that has the celebrity crush on Boris and follows a person in politics that's not for the people, we'll say. I actually want Toby and Chloe to win at this point. Kaz and Tyler might not even be in the final top four. I don't like Liam and Jake, me neither, really. And I'm going to root for Faye and Teddy. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to root for Faye and Teddy. I don't think that they deserve to win unless she like goes on a huge apology tour and like recognizes what she did, what she said, how she said it, why she doesn't even deserve to be in a relationship. Like she needs to really do some self-reflecting for her to maybe come around with me in wanting her to win the show. But I do like their relationship when they're good and before this huge outburst. It's funny because everyone was saying Fetty for the win before that Friday episode. She fumbled $50K. Well, this is the thing. It's like she said in this episode that I messed things up that are good for me. I can't believe that I'm actually saying this, but I want Toby to win. I won't even be mad if Toby got the money and kept it all. Whoa. Netha. No, he has to split it or else we'll hate him again. Did you see the Amy interview where she said that when Hugo and her left the villa, he immediately friend zoned her right after the villa? Yes, I did see a little bit of it. Murad was covering it, so I saw the clips that he showed. I haven't watched all of After the Sun. Because usually he doesn't have that much interesting on it, and like sometimes I just want to break on Saturdays. I'm just like, relax. So I will watch that though, because I want to see her drag Hugo. At first, I found it odd that there was going to be that they were going to Toby for advice, but he does speak some sense. I know, like he calls it out too. He's like, he's now the guy that's like talking sense into everybody. At least Greg brought something to the show. I don't know what Matt is doing there. The producers are just giving him a good edit, but the good edit is no edit, like at all. Okay, so Liberty calls Jake over for a chat at the fire pit, and she does mention like what has been bothering her, and that she yesterday she kind of didn't really, the day before she didn't really voice how she was feeling, and so she wanted to let him know that how she was hurt. And then again, he's all like like this. I'm not really. I wouldn't be with you. You're my girlfriend. You're my girlfriend. You're my girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, we get it. You made her your girlfriend so you can absolve like your shitty behavior. We get that, Jake. I just want him to work a little bit harder. Like, we might not like Liam and not like what he did, but he's working a lot harder than Jake, and it's really starting to annoy me. I'm pretty much done with Jake. I only want Jibby to be in the house for Liberty, but like, she's not going to like what she sees when she comes out of the villa at all. At all. So they're getting ready for the nighttime portion. Abby makes a little bit of a toast. We do see Millie and Liam have the first chat, and they go over to the beanbags, and they do talk about, their kiss in bed and how this kiss was a lot more meaningful than the kisses that they had before Casa Amor. Like she definitely felt a lot more for him, and it brought back, he was saying it brought up so many feelings. And he said brought back, and I was thinking in my head, ooh, bad choice of words. But she didn't seem to mind. She does seem really happy with him. I wouldn't be trusting him at all, but like, he's just at least putting in the work. Jake puts in no work, and it's just like, I'm tired of Jake. Dale and Mary have a chat, and she basically wants to slow things down. I don't really see them going that fast, but to me that must mean that she's not into him, because like, what is he doing? Like putting his arm around your shoulder, or like wanting to kiss you? I don't know. If it was somebody that I was in the villa with for 3 or 4 days that I was interested in like dating, I would be kissing and probably cuddling with them, because I'd be like, oh my God, it feels so good to be like cuddling up next to somebody. I haven't done this in a while. And so the fact that she thinks it's moving too fast, even in this accelerated environment, I think she's just not that into him at all. Has Jake even said I love you yet? No, I don't think so. Liberty has said it more than once. Well, she's kind of said like, I love you more than, or I love you like, she hasn't really said like, Jake, I love you. But he's never going to say that. Come on. She's going to be so confused and heartbroken. The public don't like Jake. I know. I want to see her response to that and how the other girls are going to spin it. I wonder if Chloe will just be like, that must mean that he's not telling you the truth, because look at how the public turned on me and Toby when they didn't like what they saw. Mm-hmm. Yewande, Greg and Maura from Ireland, not Northern Ireland. Okie dokie. So Toby is talking to Kaz about Kaz and Matthew, and how, he should go over and make nice with him. She should. And I was like, wow, Toby's like really learning from his mistakes to become like the den mother, like the mother hen of the group, like making sure everybody comes to talk to Toby and he gives them sage advice. So Kaz does take him up on his advice, and she goes and calls over Matthew for a chat, and she just wants things to clear the air. She doesn't want to, not smile at someone before they go to sleep. Like, she wants things to be relaxed, comfortable, and easygoing. So I'm happy that they kind of ironed things out. He does even say, I can't remember if it was a confessional or to her directly, but he can see that there's a connection between them that they never had. And they do have a little bit of a banter, a little bit of a vibe. Like there is something more there completely than she has or had with Matthew. Like Matthew was just kind of like, there was like a wall up. It was very, very weird. He's just, maybe because he's so stiff. I wonder if they're going to do the headline Twitter challenge. Probably. They always do. And that's going to be Jake's is going to fix something with Liberty and then something else. Like, who's the biggest game player in the villa? And it's going to be like Jake. And she's going to be like, what? Like, yeah. So that's what I think. Biggest game player, Jake. And then they might say things about like not wanting Millie to necessarily get back together with Liam, or like she did it too quickly. I don't know. I can't wait though. I want to see that one. They're going to be doing that one, I think, this episode or next episode of the US version. But it doesn't really matter because there's nobody there that I care about. Unless they say that Will and Flo were like making out hardcore. Like, I just don't see them doing anything, saying anything that I care about. But we'll see. So we see Faye talking to Millie. We kind of mentioned this conversation a little bit already before. And she says that she's always ruining something that's good for her. And she's kind of sad. And then Teddy walks by. And Teddy, when he walks by, he just looks so sad. Teddy, don't let Faye, like, I think Faye might be too tough for him. You know what I mean? Like, she's a lot to handle, and I just don't want to make him feel sad anymore. I think that he could say what he needs to say if he wants to get back together with her, fine, but I just don't want him moping around. I don't want to. Rank all the seasons from worst to best. Worst, season 6. Then season 1. And then all the way up, I think. And then I think it's like 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I liked 3, but no, the 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 7, I think. So, yeah, I'll write it down here for us. 6, because 6 wasn't great. 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. Oh, and I think 5 is, I think 7 is, I think it's this. 6, 1, 2, 4, 3, 7, 5. That's what I think. Who am I rooting for in the US season? M. Jordan. Nobody. Trina and Andre? My co-host Tamika had a good point saying that like Andre has a child, so the money would be putting towards a young person's future, and Trina just stepping up as being a good friend to Cash in the end, and wearing the dashiki dress. I think that she might deserve to have the money at this point too, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be Will and Kira. I really like her, but Faye's just not ready for love. Absolutely, Persephone. I feel you. I'm so sad for her. She needs to work on herself for a while, 100%. Oops, putting my own stuff up there. Love Island USA or Love Island UK? Love Island UK, hands down. I don't think any seasons of the US even compete with season 6. Like, I don't think they compete. There's no comparison. UK is way better. I think they should just keep hold the money for a rollover. If there's another US season, nobody left there deserves it. Wishful thinking. That's very wishful thinking. Honestly, think Teddy has never met someone like Faye. I didn't love Love Island Australia. I watched it, of course. I didn't really like Aaron and what was the guy's name? And then I didn't really like apparently the guy. So Taylor, what was that guy's name? Was his name Greg as well? Graham? Yeah, he had a girlfriend the whole time that he was on the show and like completely lied to Taylor. Or maybe he has and used to have to that behavior, maybe not that extreme. That's true. All right, let's just get through the rest of this episode. So Teddy does ask to speak to Faye. Faye, can I speak to you? She's like, can you tell the truth? She just won't just back down, huh? She just won't let it go. They go up to the lookout to go talk. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? Let you go? And she says that right now she wants to continue the journey on her own. And I think that what she really wants is for him to fight really hard for her, and to prove to her that she's wrong. But she knows that by the way that she acted, that he probably won't do that. And there she would be able to be like, see, like if he really liked me, he would have tried harder. And it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Girl. Like he says, he's like, I don't even want to like talk to Faye. I just want to listen to hear what she has to say. Like he's willing to just to listen to her. And she doesn't even care. She just got up and walked away. I mean, she does care. I know she does care, but she, like you're saying, Persephone, doesn't really know how to be loved and how to love herself. And she was letting him in a little bit, and she created a bigger drama than it had to be in order for her to have a reason to push him away. So I don't know why Liam was carrying around Millie, but he's carrying her around the villa. Teddy comes back, and I guess she's saying this to the guys. I can't remember who he was talking to, and saying like on the outside world, she would have gotten back. Oh, saying to Mary when they were going to bed. That's right. She's like, on the outside world, she would probably have gotten back together with me. And he's like, this is such a mind fuck, Mary. Oh, poor Teddy. Well, do you know what? Obviously, if they're meant to be, they'll be. If he's willing to get back into a relationship with her, he has to know that if he does something wrong, that another outburst like this will happen. So if he's ready for that without them going for counseling or for some sort of therapy, he can expect something else to happen. But I think that with her getting jealous over somebody talking to him, it might allow him to want to go back and start to get with her again. So we'll see what happens. I do want them to try, and I want them to work out. I want them to go to therapy, and I want her to get better, and I want her to see her value and see that she deserved to be loved, and then they can have a nice little ending. That's what I want to happen. Fingers crossed. So they go to Island Vibes Club. We see Chloe and Toby talking about them being in a better place. And then they cheers to... Oh, sorry, that's Liam and Millie. They cheers to being exclusive. I was like, okay, so they're not boyfriend, girlfriend, but they're not seeing anybody else. Why don't just make them her boyfriend and girlfriend? But anyways, then Laura shows up, and we had been voting for our favorite Islanders. The least will not be returning to the villa. So in the bottom with the fewest votes is Abby, Mary, and... Mary and Kaz, and Dale, Tyler, and Jake. So the Islanders will be choosing who they are saving and who they're sending home, basically. No, who they're sending home. And I think it's going to be Mary, and Dale will be gone. They have better connections with the other people. That's my thoughts, guys. Or am I going to be doing a Survivor USA fantasy draft? Boy, oh boy. I'm trying to decide because Wednesday nights is such a busy freaking night because I do the challenge and I'll be doing Big Brother. But Survivor starts on September 22nd. So let me see if I can find someone to cover it with. I might do it with Phil, and then I will do a draft for sure. Yeah, we'll say most likely, just because everything will have died down and I won't be doing like 2 to 5 podcasts a day. So at that point, it'll probably just be 2 or 3 in total. So yeah, we'll say yes, Dan. Yeah, I think Faye is confused. She's lying to herself that she doesn't like him. Oh, she definitely likes him. I'm sure she's ashamed of her behavior, but won't say it out loud. Absolutely. Absolutely. She's remorseful about her behavior. Absolutely. New Aaron or OG Aaron? I don't remember what new Aaron looks like. You'll have to ask me that tomorrow after I watch tonight's episode. I felt sorry for Liberty. She had both her best friend and her boyfriend in the bottom. Yeah, that's pretty heartbreaking, but at least they can save them. Are you going to be watching the MTV challenge tonight? I have to double check because that challenge special is not on MTV Canada. I'll have to see if I have a link to watch it live. Is it on at 8? Or if it's on at 7, I will watch it. If it's on at 8, I have to do The Bachelorette, and then I'm going to do a live recap of The Bachelorette finale afterwards. So I could stream it tomorrow afternoon and have people watch. Let me think about it. I'll make a post in like the community on YouTube or on Instagram and let you know what I decide. Oh my God, it's 3 minutes too. It's on at 8. 8 sucks because that's when The Bachelorette's on. So maybe I'll do a streaming of it then Tuesday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I can't believe I talked for this long. I didn't think I had that much to talk about. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern to talk about the next episode, see who is actually dumped and all that jazz. Join me in about 5 minutes. I just have to set up a stream for Love Island USA. I don't know if it's going to be as long as we used to go because the wind's been let out of our sails here with Cash being dumped. There's not really anybody to look forward to. And it was a 2-hour episode and nothing really happened. So we are going to jump over there right now. I'll come across the street and we are going to talk about Love Island USA episode. I don't remember what episode it is because I kind of stopped caring. But we will be talking about it anyways. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. We're just trying to build a community of people that love talking about reality TV, especially trashy, love reality TV shows. And if you're watching this after the live broadcast, please leave a comment. Let me know who your favorite couple is. Who do you want them to send home versus who they will send home? And what else do we want to know? Do you want Teddy's head to be turned or do you want him to go back to Faye and for them to work out their problems? So like this video, subscribe, all that jazz, ring that bell so you know whenever we go live. I will see you guys tomorrow for sure. And if you're joining me across the street, give me 5 minutes and we'll be going live talking about Love Island USA. What did Sam say? Did Kaz have a convo with Tyler after Matt? Not that they showed. Oh, they did have a convo. They were just kind of giggling and talking, but I don't think she talked about. Yeah, she did talk about Matt. She said the door is open now. The door is completely open. And I don't know if she said that I talked to Matt and like I kind of closed that chapter, but she did say to Tyler that the door is now wide open and they did kiss. So yes, I must have just glossed over that. I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't say it. Thanks, everybody, though. I'll see you guys across the street in a bit and tomorrow. Ciao.